The class of various people in a society who contribute in building the society, who contribute towards action. Participants in a society, or these are called varnas, or the class of people. This was based on the trades or the type of work that the people did. This had nothing to do with the caste. This was a confusion which was created in the dark ages, where people started believing that you're born in a particular varna. If you're born a Brahmin, you're a Brahmin. Nobody is like that. You're born a Kshatriya, you're a Kshatriya. Even in Mahabharata, there are tales and stories of how people were treated differently because of their birth. But that tales are not that you should do it. They are tales of what you should not do in Mahabharata. Okay, so there and all these varnas are important. All of them are required in any society, in any organization. There are layers in the organization. There is a pyramid in the organization also. At the bottom are the uh, workers or the ground level doers, and the top are the people who decide, strategists. So it is always there. So varna bhed is not a evil thing. First of all, varna is not color of your skin. Varna is trade. What is your trade? What is your work type? Okay. So the interpretation of the word varna in Sanskrit itself is wrong. What people have interpreted and translated. So the thought leaders are the Brahmanas. Okay. Driven by knowledge, they have control on senses, they have purity of forgivingness, simplicity, self-realization. These are the thought leaders. If you don't have this, you are not a Brahman. Okay. Action leaders, these are Kshatriyas. I'm purposely not saying kings or rulers. They are action leaders in an organization, managers or senior managers or executives, executive positions. They are the Kshatriyas, actually, you will say, action leaders. They lead, they rule, they govern. They have a will to fight for their company's benefit, fight for their success. Okay, they have valor. Okay, they are brave, they are perseverant. Even if you fall down, uh, you have to get up again and again start fighting. Okay, the story of that king who had lost, and then he saw an ant falling down or a spider falling down from the ceiling and again climbing up every time without getting tired. They have dexterity. They are nimble. They are action-oriented people. They are generous. Okay, so that is action leader. If if a leader is not generous, he is not a leader. Business people, Vaishyas. These are businessmen, commerce, trade, production, agriculture, who manage production. These are the business persons. Okay, who convert ideas to cash. Okay, so these people are the people who are required. They are Vaishyas. Okay, now in an organization, in a company, the senior leadership might be a combination of all three. Okay, but there also some leaders are thought leaders, some leaders are action leaders, and some leaders are highly business oriented acumen. They have good business acumen. And you require all these three types of people, correct? And of course, you require the working class. So Shudra is not something of a low caste. That's not correct. Shudra is the worker class, working class, service providers, okay, technicians, doers, work trades, skill sets, technicians, service providers. These are the working class. So all these people, they ultimately are contributing to the society. And if each one of them does his own action in a true, faithfully, with devotion, with faith, and without getting attached or swayed by anger or desire or fear, then they will do the right thing. They will achieve good success and they will achieve liberation also, maybe. Okay, whether we are worried about liberation and moksha and all that, don't worry about it. Okay. You may believe in moksha, you may not believe in moksha. You want moksha, you don't want moksha. Doesn't matter. But you need to do the right thing and you need to get success in life. You need to be happy. Happiness is what you want. And ultimate happiness is liberation, what he calls it as liberation. Renunciation. So, like I said, there is also a path where you can renounce. Okay, yogis, rishis, munis. Okay, and that is also a path of liberation. Okay, but for that liberation, you should renounce desires, not objects of desire, not action. Don't renounce action. Okay, so in this renunciation chapter, he's talking about when you want to renounce something, you have to renounce desire, not the objects of desire, or not the action. So doing a fast and saying, I'll eat this, I'll not eat this. If it is meant for controlling your desire, it is good. But if it is meant only because it has been told, ये चावल नहीं खाने का, ये नहीं खाने का, that's not the correct way. So natural action should not be discarded. So you cannot say that I'll not eat food at all. Because food is natural. It is a natural action. You cannot discard it. And if you are a non-vegetarian or a lion or a tiger, if he says no, killing goats is not good, I should discard this action, I should renounce, he will die, he'll stop existing. Correct. So that is not what is intended. Natural action should not be discarded. Even if it is tainted, it might be tainted. Okay, you're killing a being, it is suffering, it is tainted. But it is a natural action, you have to do it. Because all action is tainted. If you act, you will taint. If you step out, you will step on something. Okay, if you have to stay alive, you will eat something. You cannot avoid killing something for eating, for a natural action. But you should not be doing so out of desire or out of fear or out of anger. Correct. So even lions don't kill unless they are hungry, they say. Correct. So that's how it should be. So that lion is actually behaving in a as per the Gita practice. Okay, so like fire is shrouded by smoke. So action is fire, and the smoke is the tainting of that fire. So you cannot say that fire is not correct because it is tainted. Everything is tainted. That is Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 48. So Karmanye, this is another most important verse of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, chapter 2, 47. So this is actually in initials, Sankhya Yoga only. Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. You have the right to action. You have a right to action, but you have no right to the fruit. You may get the fruit. It's not that you will not get the fruit, but you don't have a right on the fruit. Let not fruit be your motive, nor should you be tempted by inaction. So that is the chapter 2, verse 47. Karmanyavadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Okay, chapter 18, 5 and 6. Do not relinquish sacrifices, that is action, that is yajna, duty, or donations, or austerities, control. Okay, you should do the actions which are supposed to be done. You should donate, and you should control your desires, control your senses. Perform these actions and relinquish the attachment and the fruit. So relinquish all the attachments, relinquish all the fruits. That is what is renouncement. Renounce not the object of desire, but renounce desire itself. Seeking refuge in me, one who performs all action through my blessings attains the eternal and indestructible abode. And the bottom line is this: perform indicated action without attachment, and you will attain liberation, moksha. Chapter 18, verse 45.